And the reason I advise them to use it for their interiors and not exteriors is because lemon green fades off on time, washes off very easily. Though it's very sharp, it's very fine when you use it outside. It's very attractive, but the beauty gradually fades off. And that fading is very fast. When it comes in contact with rain and comes in contact with sunshine, fades off very fast. We have another kind of green which is a very deep green, very deep green, and it is called the national green. National green. It's national green. With the code 0010. National green is the deepest form of green. Very deep. Very deep form of green. So when you need national green, let the pen seller know that what you are looking for is national green. And you can also mention the code, which is 0010. That's the code for national green. So if that's what you want to buy, you either buy with the code or you buy with the name. And don't forget, you should also know the color that you are buying. Alright? So national green is the deepest form of green. Ice green is the lightest form of green. Leaf green is just in between. It's a fine color. Lemon green is the sharpest form of green. Very fine. And national green is the deepest form of green. So bear these in mind as codes for pens when you are thinking of identifying them with their code or with their names. Bear these in mind. And also we have the blues. We have the blues. We have various kinds of blue too. Various kinds of blue. We have the light blue. The light blue. The light blue. Light blue. Light blue. Light blue. Which is $51.10 in code. So you identify light blue with 5110. It's the light form of blue. Like I said before, these light colors are always good for the interior of houses. They're always good because they are light. When you use them for the exterior, the tendency to fade off very easily is there. Tendency to wash off very easily is there. So they are better off for the interior of the houses. And then we also have another kind of blue, because you are not just going to go and say, I need blue. There are various variations of blue. Different kinds of blue. So there has to be a particular blue that you are looking for. So we already have light blue, 5110. We also have another kind of blue. This one is actually a popular kind of blue. It is called the sky blue. The sky blue. Now the sky blue goes with the code 7082. 7082. That's the code for the sky blue. So when you need sky blue, you should be able to tell the seller that what you are actually looking for is sky blue. So when you need sky blue, you should be able to tell the seller that what you are looking for is sky blue. So the seller easily will know what you are looking for and provide you with what you are looking for. Then if you tell the seller you're looking for light blue, the seller is going to supply light blue to you. If you tell the seller you're looking for 7082, the seller is going to supply sky blue to you. If you tell the seller you need 5110, it's going to supply light blue. If you tell the seller you need 1431, the seller is going to supply ice green to you. If you tell the seller you need 6071, the seller is going to supply leaf green to you. If you tell the seller you need 2836, he is going to supply lemon green to you. If you tell the seller you need 0010, he's going to supply you with national green. So you are, on the other hand, if you tell the seller you need ice green, he gives you ice green. If you tell the seller you need leaf green, he gives you leaf green. If you tell the seller you need lemon green, he gives you lemon green. If you tell the seller you need national green, he gives you national green. If you say you need light blue, he gives you light blue. Say you need sky blue, he gives you sky blue. So now what I'm saying is, if you decide to identify with the name, then the seller will give you exactly what you have told him. If you decide to identify with the codes, the seller will give you according to the codes. Because every paint has code except for just very few. A paint has code and is identified with code. Only few paints are not identified with codes. So these ones here are all identified with codes. You can identify them with the names. You can identify them with the codes. And then you should know how they look. You can also identify them with how they look. When we go to charts, when we start taking lessons on charts, we'll see how these various names and code look in color. So we also have another kind of blue. Actually, this is what most people will actually see as blue, because all these other ones, they look light. Light blue is light, sky blue is also light. But this other one is not as light as these first ones are. We're talking about the Pacific blue. Pacific blue. The Pacific blue. With code number 7084. So why the sky blue is 7082, Pacific is 7084. Pacific is deeper than sky blue. It is deeper than light blue. Sky blue is deeper than light blue. Light blue is lighter than sky blue, is lighter than Pacific blue. Sky blue is lighter than Pacific blue. Pacific blue actually has a better pronunciation of blue when on walls, on surfaces, substrates than light blue and sky blue. You can easily know that this is blue when you see Pacific blue. But it isn't like that with sky blue and light blue. Yet, they are blues. They are light, they are blues. Pacific blue is basically used
by most house owners for exterior of buildings. Though definitely it also washes off on time, but most house owners use it for the exterior of their buildings. It can also be used for interior of buildings. But sky blue and light blue is preferable for interior of buildings because they are very light. Pacific blue is actually good for exterior anyway. But if you'd like to use it for the interior of your building, not a problem. It's still paint, it's still color. All right. So there are other colors that we may want to still identify with their codes. Other colors we may still want to identify with their codes. But I think that these ones may do for now, so that when we get into the color charts, we'll be able to identify the rest through the chart. I hope you have learned something today. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video, like this video, comment on this video. God bless you.